So, looking at another source for the deconstruction of political media in linkage institutions, another really controversial, really well-known interest group is FAIR, or also known for the Federation for American Immigration Reform, which is also known as FAIR. So, unlike AFL-CIO, FAIR is a strongly conservative interest group regarding immigration. So their belief is America is only for Americans, being that immigration reform would only plummet the U.S. And so in the video that Dan Stein was presented on Face the Nation, he mentioned that improving border security would help prevent immigration from flowing in. And this is specifically conservative in their perspective, because in their mission it states that they want to improve border security to stop illegal immigration and to promote immigration levels consistent with the national interest. So more traditional rates of about 300,000 per year than what is mainly known as today, which is more than that. And they intend to completely stop immigration flow and go against immigration reform as it is, as they say, un-American. So as I mentioned earlier, Dan Stein had appeared on Face the Nation, which is a show dealing with political issues that are highly controversial in the United States. And in this he stated, "It is evident to most Americans that large-scale immigration is not serving the needs and interests of our country." And he believes that this immigration reform will only cause problems. This immigration reform will only benefit immigrants who have been here or who want to come, because they say if they pass this immigration reform, then other immigration will increase. Immigration will cause problems. And he says Americans are being driven out of the country. He says Americans are blue-eyed, fair-skinned people who speak English. Now, this is heavily biased due to the fact that it's very American, as he likes to say, because it takes out the notion of mention of how it affects those who benefit others, and how kicking them out would improve American society, which is against what AFL-CIO wants, which is social equality, social justice. Now Dan Stein is saying America is for the American, blue-eyed, fair-skinned people. Now if we take this claim, it's very heavily conservative, because they want to keep America as it should be, as they say, for the people who are American, who haven't immigrated illegally especially. And so when he's trying to prove his point, he only provides vague examples and vague statistics. He does say studies have shown, but which studies have shown this? Who has supported this? And when he does, he simply states the year 1986 when referring to the flow of immigration. And where did he get that number from, which causes, to be untrusted reference, because he doesn't state his facts or where he got the statistics, such as 70 million people in 20 years with the bill will immigrate here. Well, where did he get that? And their expert opinion on this is that he says Americans are against the bill because the bill will worsen us in the long run. And the biggest reason as to why Dan Stein's argument seems valid is because he uses the slippery slope fallacy, which is when if A happens, then B will happen due to A. So in this case, he's saying if the bill is passed and the reform occurs, then the economy will drop due to the rise of immigrants, and the money will be spent on stopping illegal immigration at the border security. So the bill should be passed. And taking both sides into account, due to my personal experiences and my personal beliefs, I would have to agree more with AFL-CIO, because I am a first-generation American in the United States. Both of my parents immigrated illegally, and I know they haven't had the permission to, my dad didn't have the word permission to be here, but my mom does have a TPS, or known as the temporary protected status. which allows her to work here, allows her to be a member of the society that functions. So I would have to disagree with Dan Stein's perspective and his ideas, just because I know the effect it will cause if the immigration reform isn't passed, or the outcomes and how it would affect others, because I am living with first-hand experience, people who have immigrated illegally or undocumented workers, and it's something that is very highly regarded, highly controversial. But if in the long run, with these reform to pass and the bill to be put into action, all these people who would apply and be on the path to citizenship, they would become part of the society in which they would pay taxes, they would be part of the job gap fills, and by filling all these gaps in the economy, our production would maximize and increase definitely, and it would also be a benefit, as I mentioned, to the economy, because with the job filling gaps and the economy rising, we would manage eventually in the long run to pay the debt we have off to other countries or even to ourselves. The money we have, taxes would be used we can improve American education systems, fund more schools, provide more opportunities for those who haven't been, such as English as a second language in the schools. In society, we could have more opportunities with jobs. Job market would open due to the increased need in production because of the rise in citizenships and population, as they will also have families that will be here for generations. Hopefully the deconstruction of media has allowed you to see how different kinds of interest groups have affected and will continue influencing political candidates, media, platforms, parties, ideologies. And so when looking next time at a political statement or an interest group, it's always important to take in mind, how are they expressing this, what are they trying to come, and what tactics are they using.